What's up, everybody? Night's Edge again here, doing another little quick review. The Civivi Chevalier. Kind of debatable, I guess, on how you pronounce it, but it's Chevalier. I'll have it in the title of the video, of course, too, and in the description with the link and everything. Look at it. At the story, as far as it goes on Knife Center, at least it says that they love the name that Civivi chose. Chevalier, a knight, chivalrous man, member of certain orders of knighthood. So pretty much that's the meaning, I guess, or story behind the name of this one. Civivi Knives, budget knife company, parent company is We Knives. So you got We Knives and their budget brand that they own is Civivi. And Civivi is now becoming a little more and more premium as of late. So you also have Sin-Cut knives, which is kind of like the next step down, like the lower end of the budget knives for the We Knife company. But Civivi does make some good knives. I really like a lot of their knives. I've had a couple of them that I haven't really cared for, but for the most part, I'd have to say the Civivi knives are have never gone wrong as far as quality and consistency that I've seen out of Civivi knives, at least. Now I've heard a lot of people tell stories about them or whatever, and that's true. I'm sure for a lot of people have had bad experiences with them, but I never have. Anyway, go ahead and do some introductions on this knife. It's one of my favorite everyday carry knives. Definitely a nice little work knife. Do some size comparisons. That is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. That's it. Next up to the Spyderco Para 3. So a little bit more the size of the Paramilitary 2. That's the Hogue Deca. A little bit larger than the Deca, and that is the Ritter Hogue RSK MK1. Doug Ritter. So fairly close to that one, although a little thinner, not as broad as that one. A little bit less of a carry profile than that one. And put it up next to another Civivi. That's the Vision FG. That you can tell I did disassembly on this because I don't have that that C quite the right way as it is right there. For an example, let's see. Sure, I got another Civivi laying around here somewhere. This is the Civivi. It's the baby banner right there. So you can tell that I took that one apart. That's how that captive pivot normally is. Anyway, a little explanation on that. And here's another one just for you guys. That's the Civivi Spiny Dogfish. A lot of people hate that one. I actually love it. Kind of a weirdo with that, I guess. But little comparison next to some other Civivi knives there, I guess. So get the tape measure out. Put the tape on it, going from the very tip of the cutting edge, very tip of the blade, all the way to the very end of the handle. Total length of the knife 7 7/8. Handle length right at 4 1/4 on the handle length. Blade length sitting at without the cutting edge, the blade length sitting roughly about 3 5/8. Cutting edge 3 3/8, I'll call it. Yeah, sitting right there at 3 3/8. Get the calipers out. Go ahead and measure blade stock thickness there. Thickest part, which is right by the spine. 112 thousandths, 111 thousandths. So, not really that thick. Not a super thin knife, but not really that thick either. Thickness behind the edge as you go down. Right, 20.5 thousandths there. Sitting, and this is right behind where the bevel starts. It goes to the apex, you guys. So, 23 thousandths there, all the way at the end at the tip. I can get them on there. Right about 25 thousandths. So not an especially super thin slicing machine, but also not a thick knife either. So you know, you kind of get that extra strength, I guess, with it not being super thin, but that does take away from sliciness. But you get the sliciness too because it's not super thick. So kind of give some, take some kind of situation as far as that goes. Here's the scale. Get the scale out. Put it on the scale. You got 3.2 ounces. That's right under the ounce and inch ratio. That's great. Pretty light. Put on there again just to make sure. Yeah, right at 3.2. That's really good for a weight for that size knife. Get out the pants pockets. I hate Civivi's clips. They grab on a lot of stuff. See how they stick out like that? And they don't even curve back down like some other like Kubi knife I just reviewed. Their clips kind of go down more after that. But Civivi chooses to use this pocket clip, which is good to deep carry. You know, it doesn't like stick out that much as far as like grabbing your eye, but whenever it does literally stick out like that, it will grab stuff that you're walking by if you're not careful. If you're in tight quarters, that pocket clip will tend to grab. But one good thing about the pocket clip is it is deep carry, so when it's in your pocket, that's all you're going to see sticking out. Been a lot of people questioning locks lately as far as button locks goes, plunge locks, button locks especially. Go ahead and give this the old spine whack test because I know this knife's broke in, and that was a point that I heard last week that Neves from Neves Knives have made, that people are spine whacking blades a lot and not even giving them time to break in. Well, this knife's been used and sharpened twice, and it's definitely had plenty of time to break in. So go ahead and I'll go ahead and close it and open it back up. All right, just to make sure we got it nice and locked out. Nothing. So it's a pretty good bunch of whacks there on the spine. Not really gonna see that as far as like a circumstance you would run into. I don't think every EDC in it, but it is possible, you know. So if it's a locking knife, my opinion on the matter is it should, you know, lock. So might not be able to hang an anvil from it or something crazy like that, or baton with it, but you do have a knife that you're not worried about it locking out, so that's a good thing. All right, kind of had a little bit of a interruption there. I do film in my garage, just so you guys know, if y'all haven't if, I don't know if I've mentioned that before or not. So kind of people in and out every now and then, so if you see the video cut away or whatever, that's what it is. But anyway, I think we already went over the specs and everything. As far as let's see, hardware, I think I need to do hardware still. I don't think we did that yet, did we? I used the Weehaw bit. or the Weehaw driver anyway. T8. So with the body screws, yep, body screws T8, pocket clip, yep, pocket clips T8, good. And or not pocket clip, I'm sorry, pivot's a T8. Pocket clip, I'm almost sure the pocket clip's gonna be a T6 on the pocket clip here. Yeah, T6 on the pocket, T6 bit anyway, showing you guys I got a T6 bit there. And yeah, that's T6 on the pocket clip. So not bad. I mean, if you do the pocket clip, if you swap it out, just make sure, you know, you got good bit, good driver. Weehaw makes some pretty good ones. I'll actually link that in the description. They're not like an affiliate. I don't have enough subscribers to have affiliate links, but I'll just link it in the description just because they're pretty good little drivers. You can get them on Amazon. And you know, like I said, if as long as you got good quality bits and you don't go too fast, most of the time with a T6 you won't really have any worries about stripping it out. Just got to be careful. You know, T6 will strip out a lot easier than T8, which is why me and everybody that I know of, pretty much everybody I've ever watched or heard of in the knife community would prefer a T8 over a T6 for sure. And you know, the larger the better as far as Torx bits goes. And you know, I mean, that's, you know, the only time you're going to use that is taking it apart for maintenance and if you need to, and swapping the pocket clip, which this does have a left hand carry option right there, so that's good. Button lock, went over that already, did the spine whack test. You hit the lock, the weight of the blade closes itself pretty good. Good action. Every Civivi button lock I've had's had pretty good action on it. Hit the button. Detent's good. Centering. Look at the centering on it. Centered up pretty good. Almost perfect, I'd say. So no complaints there. Blade play left and right. Don't really have any blade play left and right, which is really good. This one comes with the wood handles. You can get them with G10 handles, and now they have this is actually an older one. Now they have the Chevalier 2 out now, which has aluminum handles. But this one comes in 14C28N, which you kind of got to look at really close, and you can see it on the blade. I'm trying to find it. There it is. All the way at the top right there. Kind of see it in the light. That's good. I mean, it shows the blade steel on there. That's perfect. I like how they hid that, you know. No super duper billboarding all over it, you know, like a lot of knives are. I don't mind like a little logo, you know, steel, model number, something like that. But like a lot of knives, like the Stitch, for example, the old Auto Stitch especially, had all kinds of stuff branded on it, which is, you know, I don't know, to me, I just would like the blade more. It comes in coated, uncoated. Like I said, the Chevalier 2 now, you can get G10, aluminum. This is wood. You can get Damascus blade, all kinds of different variants. It's got good ergonomics. That little cutout's perfect right there. You can put your finger here, and it's got jimping up here to kind of get in closer for draw cuts and stuff. This thing really, to me, shines at work, you know, cutting straps, cutting, you know, anything rubber, or it's really good at that. And 14C28N's a good blade steel for that, you know. As far as a budget knife goes, you know, a knife that's under $100 at least, 14C28N is one of the better blade steels, I'd say. Really good knife, really good work knife. Hasn't let me down yet. Front flipper deployment. Deploys easy. Ceramic bearings. Good detent. Locks up reliably. You can also use the you can slow roll it with your thumb, or you can flick open the fuller tab. Works. I mean, the fuller that's in the blade works good as far as deployment too. So kind of like a fidget friendly knife too, if you're into that kind of thing. But anyway, that is I think that's about it. That's the Civivi Chevalier, or Chevalier, however you want to say it, folding knife. And to me, it is one of the best, one of my favorite little budget button locks, especially for the money. And thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. This is the Knight's Edge. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content. And I appreciate you guys watching. To everybody that's watching, especially to everybody that's watched all the way to this point in the video. That means a lot. Every minute you're watching helps as far as view time. So I do appreciate it. Thank you guys, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.